When someone clicks on Speare, what starts and what do you?
Well, basically, you enter space right away. Very interesting looking background and structures, and immediately confronted by ships. So you start exploring.
And you're piloting the ship that
right.
You created.
You explore the regions of space, and then start out uncovering pieces of the story. Encounter very large enemy forces, which are called the Insidian. And it's a pretty challenging game. We want to keep it that way. So a sense of accomplishment is if you're able to get past these milestones of each level, which get exponentially harder as you go through the game. To ease that pain, we've added in upgrades and traits. You can upgrade your ship and customize it accordingly, which allow you to progress further in the game, which the educational value comes into play. Words that start dropping from the explosion of Insidian ships, a little word game play type of thing going on there, but as you collect words you gain bonuses, whether it powers your ship's energy to allow you to unleash very interesting attacks, or allows a chaining system for score. So the more you can go throughout the game without getting hit and collecting phrases, your score will increase rapidly, which can be viewed online and see how you compare to other students across the world.
So for the seasoned gamer, it's challenge and competition provided? Or?
Right. That's the benefit of online gaming is you see someone that has done better than you and you want to beat them.
In the game, it's incredibly repeatable.
Okay.
Because there's so many, for example, you can pick out as you get points in the game and as you learn the game's content, you can actually assign traits to your ship. And Brad has designed an amazing range of possible traits that you can deck your ship out with, and each time you play through the game, it'll be different. I mean,
choosing your character, sort of building your character.
Right. There's a lot of permutations and different ways to play the game. So
we're very respectful of the user, the gamer's experience and their level of digital and media literacy. Like Daniel was saying with the folio, they expect to be reading and interacting with various media, whether it's text or video or audio or images, in an environment that provides access to all of those different modes. And so the game and the folio, as well as the teaching modules, all combine those various modes, and each of the various parts are authentic to their own medium. So the game is authentically, genuinely fun to play, and the interactive folio, as a text of Romeo and Juliet, is rich with scholarly academic material that is genuine and authentic to that medium, and the teachers' guides have been developed with the teacher's own curricular goals in mind, so that they fully engage with that environment.
The tests that we ran last year, which have created a whole other year of work for us, because we really listened to those kids, and we had focus groups, and we had them playing, and we really took it seriously. But in a year ago, without many of the systems that are now in place, we saw scores double after an hour on the game. So we knew right then and there that we had struck an effective method for dealing with learning. And the teachers were amazed. And in fact, I had parents who said, "Oh, little Sarah came home and she was spouting Shakespeare lines," so that kids had actually, by dint of interfacing with the screen, had actually learned these lines and were actually articulating them at home just spontaneously. And we've had that experience with a very early development of the game, and I think now with the we've created an audio system, so that every time you collect an appropriate word, you get the word fed to you as an audio trigger, and you hear the word. So you're associating a movement with sight with audio simultaneously. It's a very sophisticated technology, in fact, that we've created for doing this. Sort of obvious, but it hasn't been done before that we know about. And we're really excited about that because we think it reinforces all the sensual things that you need to do when you learn, right? You have to associate movement with thinking, with seeing, with hearing, with being affected by what you're learning from. So,
in terms of the literacy scores, one of the things that we've built into the scoring system of the game is that 75% of your score is based on the literacy content, and 25% of it is based on your performance as an arcade game.
Okay.
And that's not visible in the front end to the gamer necessarily. But what it means is that, as well as the formal testing that we've done in focus groups and with students and teachers, where we've tracked a student's performance and how much of the facts or the quotes they're able to recall at the end. I mean, we'll be able to look at our high score page, and if a gamer is scoring well, the only way they're able to score well is if they're able to recall the knowledge. So our high score page is going to be a good test of the success of the game as a literacy tool.